Hey nerds, we're back with another review and breakdown of Only Murders in the Building, diving into Season 4, Episode 2. This week's episode title, Gates of Heaven, keeps up the show's theme this season of using movie titles as episode titles. But does it continue the momentum from the season premiere? Let's break it down right now. Welcome back to the Nerd Social. I'm Nathan. As always, if you want to jump ahead of this intro to my analysis or rating, see the chapter links below. So at this point, I still have only seen the first 4 episodes of the show, even though 7 episodes were sent to critics because last week I was busy with Rings of Power stuff. Link above if you want to check that stuff out. So the second episode of season 4 should be posted on September 3rd. The show has always been known for its quirky characters, clever writing, and unpredictable twist. Let's see how this episode stacks up. So spoiler-free logline for this episode is: in Gates of Heaven, Mabel and Oliver begin investigating Arconia's West Tower and get trapped inside an ominous game, while Charles is visited by 2 individuals from his complex past. I already in the premiere talked about who the showrunner and the writer is, so I'm not going to go over that. It also went over the main cast as well. However, I didn't mention some of the guest stars because I don't want to spoil that, so I mentioned some of the important cast members who aren't the main 3 who showed up last week. I'll try to do this every week. We have Michael Cyril Crichton as Howard Morris, the Arconia's nervous, cat-loving resident who often gets involved in the building's eccentric happenings. He is known for Spotlight and High Maintenance. The Meryl Streep as Loretta Durkin, the formerly washed-up actress who became Oliver's love interest in season 3. She's known for lots of things, of course, but The Devil Wears Prada, Sophie's Choice, and Kramer vs. Kramer, to name a few. Zach Galifianakis plays Zach Galifianakis, or at least a heightened version of himself, who's playing Oliver in the movie. He is known for The Hangover, Between Two Ferns, and Birdman. Eugene Levy is playing Eugene Levy, a dry-witted version of himself who's playing Charles and who's obsessed with Charles. He's known for American Pie, Schitt's Creek, and Best in Show. Evelyn Longoria is playing Evelyn Longoria, who's playing Mabel in the movie, and she is known for Desperate Housewives, Overboard, and The Sentinel. And finally, Monty Shannon is playing Bev Mellon, a Paramount movie executive. She is known for Saturday Night Live, Superstar, and the other 2. All right, so let's dig into this episode. So, as I mentioned, for the second week in a row, the title of the episode references a movie with thematic connections to the story. Gates of Heaven is a fascinating choice, and while the framing device this week isn't as cinematic as last week's, it still manages to cleverly tie into the episode's title. The framing device used here is interesting and adds another layer to Charles's journey in this episode, even if it's a bit more straightforward than in the previous episode. This episode does a great job of digging into the mystery without too many detours, unlike the season premiere. It's good to see the show getting back to what it does best, crafting an engaging, quirky whodunit. There are some leaps in logic, particularly toward the end of the episode, even though this is a comedic mystery show. A few things wouldn't fly in a real investigation, but I guess that's part of the charm of Only Murders in the Building, right? The guest stars this episode continue to impress with quirky, memorable performances that are perfectly in line with the show's tone. There's one guest star in particular who really livens up things, and it's a delight to see them interact with Charles, as a spoiler-free logline hints at. The show also handles Charles' trauma from the last episode in a manner that feels appropriate given the comedic tone of the show. It's not undercut by too much hijinks, and the episode allows him to process his feelings in a meaningful way. Overall, this episode strikes a good balance between humor, mystery, and character development. While there are a few logical inconsistencies, the charm of the show and its cast more than make up for it. The episode's titles, thematic ties, the interesting framing device, and the well-executed performances make this a solid continuation of the season. In my final analysis, Gates of Heaven earns a road trip rating, or 8 on our scale. Our scale is below if you are unfamiliar with it. It's an episode worth watching and discussing with friends, offering plenty of laughs and intriguing developments in the mystery. If you're a fan of the show, this episode won't disappoint. Just be prepared for a few head-scratching moments at the end. So, have you seen Gates of Heaven? What did you think of the episode's mystery and guest stars? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like and share and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of TV and film. See you next one, guys. Bye.